Motherfucking mini episode. Mini episode. Motherfucking mini episode.
You ever made love to a thug in the club with his iced on 87 jeans and a fresh pair of Nikes on? There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, Gentiles and little mamas alike. Welcome to another phenomenal episode of My Momma Told Me,
the podcast where we dive deep into the pockets of black conspiracy theories.
And we finally work to prove the theories that you, the little mamas, and others have at home. Come on, it's a motherfucking mini episode.
Have you ever made love in the club?
I got jerked off in the club. I ain't never. I wouldn't call that making love.
It was pretty good, though. It was pretty good.
It's pretty good.
To completion?
Once, yeah.
Wait, how many times have you been jerked off in a club?
Multiple times, yeah.
Same person?
No.
Let's go, baby. All right. I never got jerked off in a club.
Yeah. No, I mean, sometimes it's like above the pants type situation, but
okay.
But I count that. I still
Is
count
that getting jerked off?
I think so. I think at the point that they're like fully gripping it and like trying to go until
if they can make out the whole shape of it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
we're doing this for propriety's sake, not because we're avoiding the sexual experience.
Right.
And then I've had under, fully go like deep into the shit.
I've had it grabbed at the club. Does that count?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not love though. I don't think Jeezy was either.
No.
Wait.
You think Jeezy?
07 Jeezy.
That's king of two shirts.
Yeah, a lot of layers. A lot of layers you got to take off to get to the snowman.
You think he was comfortable dropping trowel and making love on the dance floor in 07, 08? No, there's no way. That motherfucker, his guns would have fell out.
Yeah, if I was in a fucking club, I'm not dropping my pants all the way though.
No.
You got to take it out, right?
Yeah, you got to be psychotic to be like, look away.
Yeah. I will say, I saw some guy getting a blowjob in the club once, and I was like, damn, he's free.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
It was messy, though. He was old.
Oh, it wasn't like a cool blowjob.
No, it wasn't cool. It sucked. It was awful. It was in Pittsburgh.
I guess there was a part of me that was hoping it was like the music was playing. He was getting head, but he was still up here with it.
He
you know what
was
I mean?
signaling to people.
Yeah, hey! Whoa.
Yeah, you always want to get head to signal to somebody, but it's never happened to me.
No, I haven't had that pleasure. But I don't know. Life is long, and
maybe
these days are short. We'll find out.
Yeah, you never know. Just wanted somebody to be like, hey, you know what I mean? But nah.
Yeah. That's what's
I got walked in on getting head once. It's terribly awkward.
Oh, you weren't like, you didn't just keep chilling. You felt embarrassed
well, she felt embarrassed, and then you know what I mean? I'm not
subsequently.
Be like, you got to feel the secondhand embarrassment. Like, I can't just be like, I don't know. You know what I mean? She's like, whoa. And
you're like, oh, I'm chilling. I'm cool.
Yeah.
No, that does sound unfair.
Yeah, I'm not putting my shoes back on.
We can't do this again.
No.
We can't go another round.
True. That's true. And what we're talking about on this one is a lot worse than what we were talking about. This conversation stretched to 45 minutes. We get canceled.
Yeah, we're not going to make it all the way to the end of the careers in which we might get love in the club.
Yeah, we can still get at least jerked off.
At least jerked off to completion under the pants. The whole shebang.
Wait, to completion? I don't want to nut. If I nut, I want to leave the club immediately. That's the last place I want to deal with post-nut clarity. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. You're right.
awful.
No, you're right. You suddenly the club's not dark anymore. And you're like, this sucks. This sucks. Because you're like, this Leangelo Ball music is awful.
Yeah.
I hate this.
I might start tweaking it and just letting shit go. Yeah, no, I had that realization with the club anyways, where maybe you just sober up a little bit and you're like, oh, I think this sucks.
Bro, I used to hate the end of the night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you start that you ain't buying no more drinks and everybody's just starting to look much more clear. And you're like, fuck, man, this sucks.
This wasn't even cool. I thought,
nah.
You're disheveled now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like your t-shirt's all wrinkly. You realize,
like, wait a minute. So I've just been walking 150 square feet looking for women for 2 hours. This is sad. This is sad, is what's happened.
You ever stayed back thinking you could pull some last minute shit? Like your friends left and you were like, no, I'm gonna
hang.
Ugh.
Yeah, man.
Ugh. But sometimes it works. Me and my girl, one of the first times we hung out for real was we hung back at a hang and we hung out together. And she just showed me a picture from that night the other day, and it drunken love is what it looks like. I was just smiling too big because she like we did like a selfie. Yeah. Yeah, you can't believe it's working.
She's still there? She's still in the picture?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, guys. The boys at home aren't going to believe this shit.
That being said, I was thinking about this the other day, and we could get into the email after, or the voicemail after this.
Yeah.
I do think once a year, over the age of 30, I think once a year, twice a year, you should still be able to go to the club and ball out. But you can't go to the club broke anymore. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. You can't wait in line and do all that shit. But you should be able to go and be like, you know what? I make a little bit of money. Send a bottle over.
I agree with that.
I think that's about the amount I want to do it now.
Yeah, I think you should be able to go full shenanigans, like whatever that is for you, be it, go get wild on the dance floor, go get, fucking drunk, go buy a bottle, whatever it is that makes you strip club, throw a whole lot of money at a lady that ain't going to love you, whatever you need that makes it feel,
$1,000.
Yeah, cool.
That's the first time I ever thought I was successful in music or in entertainment.
I was about to say, you're successful in music. Don't shortchange yourself.
Come on,
I love that new DG is the.
It's one of my greater insecurities that my name doesn't sound good with initials, and you really hit that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay, man. It's not all. You're okay. You're not doing much better.
I'm not killing it. No.
But God,
all right. Well, we got a voicemail.
Anyways.
We got a voicemail from a young lady. Is her name available? Do we have her name?
I think she says it in the voicemail.
Okay, well, we got a voicemail. We're excited to hear it. We got a lot of voicemails. Let me not shortchange ourselves.
All sexual in tone.
A lot of sexual energy coming our way, and we're not mad at it.
No. It's crazy.
Oh, and we should address this. You mentioned that you saw something on the Reddit that we should talk about.
They want to be called little freakies.
No, we're not going to do that.
No, you can call yourselves that.
Yeah, you're welcome if you're like, nah, I'm a true little mama in that I'm so deep in this, I'm willing to be called a little freaky. You are welcome.
Yeah.
To do that for yourself. Just know I'm not ever going to say that to you.
I can't do it. Not on the street.
You can make your own shirts. We're not going to do that thing where we get them shut down and
No, it's cool. It's cool that there's a subset of it's kind of like our Gestapo.
Yeah.
Wait, we had the little mamas, but then we had the little freakies.
You're like, fuck, you don't want to get bad on the little freakies.
Yeah, they come up to your house wearing all black.
Watch out for them little freakies, man.
Oh, yeah. So, anyways, we're not going to call you that, but let's play this from one of you freaky ass mamas.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, David and Langston. This is Greta from Houston, Texas. And my mama told me that God's way of balancing out people's looks and body parts is that nobody can have all three. You either got tits, ass, or face, or some combination of two, but not all three. So if you got a big booty and a pretty face, you have small boobs. If you got big boobs and a nice booty, you're ugly.
Whoa.
Something about your face is fucked up. And if you're beautiful, just absolutely beautiful, like drop dead gorgeous in the face, you probably won't have tits or ass. And that's God's way of balancing things out.
Wow.
All right. Bye, bitches.
First of all, Greta, what are you working with? How did God bless you?
Hey, you in Houston. We know ass ain't the problem.
Yeah, I can guess it's probably two of the things.
What that face talking about, Greta?
Yeah, it's not a face town. You remember when we went to Houston? Good God. That waitress, that was crazy.
Oh, yeah. Her body was the moment of silence.
That was nuts. Okay. Let's start. How do you feel about this?
It's intriguing for sure, where I sit back and it challenges me in a way that that makes me wonder if that there is some truth to this. Certainly, it doesn't feel like everybody gets an even distribution of all three.
No, that would not be even fair.
Mm-hmm,
you know what I mean? That's like crazy. I think there are some people who get off. I think a lot of it is like, here's the difficulty with this is face. Because I think we all have the same kind of metric for titties and ass.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, well, I guess maybe, but then I go, Halle Berry. You know what I mean? And I think some people would say, well, she ain't got no ass. And I would say, no, my
Suck
brother.
your mother.
Yeah. I would say, no, my brother. That's a spectacular ass. That's a great ass. But they would say like, oh, that's not like a fat ass. That's not like, you know what I mean? Like that. It just is shapely. And I think that's the debate.
I think that Greta is in the shapely camp because she said no titties or no ass. You have she didn't say nice, well sculpted, perfectly rounded. Or
she wasn't saying fat ass and fat titties. She was saying specifically just the existence of.
Right.
Well, then that I think I disagree with. I'm closer to disagreeing if it's just shapely. If it's like truly God didn't, you know what I mean? Because then it's like we see shapely quite a bit in like on pretty girls that have like enough that I'd be happy with in all forms and it looks great. But
this type of thing is not personal preference either, though, because to me, I don't care about the distribution. Really, it all adds up to 100%, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're passing the class no matter what. Like, I don't give a shit.
Fuck, man.
You know what I'm saying? That is that's truly how I feel.
Hey, baby, you could be built like one of them chickens we put weird chemicals inside of. It's fine.
Whatever. Give me a super chicken breast then. I don't give like it's like none of that stuff is a deal breaker, but that's me personally.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really like it's all you could have crazy legs. Maybe that's not my thing. Like it's like I don't really it's like whatever. It's just like does your shit make sense together?
Yeah, it's tough. I will say that is what this body transformation era that we find ourselves in sort of means to undo, or rather reconfigure, is giving everybody an even distribution of them. And I'd say that even in getting body modifications, it does not always seem to solve the problem as effectively as people think it does.
Yeah, because you can kind of tell. We were at Zoolites. Me and my old lady were at Zoolites the other night, and we saw a fresh BBL, and it was like you could tell.
Yeah.
But to Greta's point, do I think that you can't have all three? No, because you've seen some people who got all three, and it's just like sometimes God gives with both hands.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
I will say to Greta's point, those people are very rare.
Right.
It's not as common as a 2 out of 3 or 1 out of 3 situation tends to be.
Right. That's true. That's true. But 1 out of 3 is good. I don't know, man. It's like we got to stop judging shit so hard. You know, what are you looking for?
Truly, 1 out of 3 is that's like a home run. And then 2 out of 3 is like, whoa, a miracle? What is this? God, keep on blessing me.
And then 3 out of 3, now you're a liability.
Yeah, 3 out of 3, I go, you'll be great for somebody else, baby. I can't.
I can't be on high alert all the time.
It's too stressful for me. And you should be president. As far as I'm concerned, you should be president.
Yeah, you got it. You got all the stuff we like.
This country's not progressive enough yet to make you the president, but we'll get you there.
It is times like this that I wish we had a woman on the podcast. Olivia, what do you think about all three? Because I want to know what the equivalent is for men. Just to know what they're... Well, Olivia, when you used to go out in your hoe dress, what were you looking for?
That one you had.
I was looking for that Black American Express card.
Okay, American Express. I wasn't sure you were going to say Express afterwards. I didn't...
I'm looking for that Black American. Olivia, you gotta stop calling them that.
Yeah, that's not the same thing though. I'm saying, if we're talking face, titties, or ass, for women, what are the rubrics? And I don't think it. I think it has to be purely physical to be fair. You don't get to add money or whatever, because that's not. You know what I mean? We're just talking visual, right?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, I think with guys, it's, if we're looking at physical, I would say eyes, and I would say shoulders, like like a good, like broad shoulder looking.
And then what's the third thing?
And the third thing, I would say
meat.
Let me see what that did do.
Imprint.
I would say so. Eyes, shoulders, and I would say arms. I feel like arms is a big thing. Like, because I know this is very, I guess like if a guy can lift up, like lifting up a woman. Like,
oh, you want a strong man.
Yeah.
Women that really feel like psychopaths to me.
I think they just are aware of physical violence.
Yes, but then that dude's also strong. He is the violence. He's the problem. And statistically, that's always true.
Do you not feel strong? Is that why you're lashing out?
No, watch your mouth. I feel crazy strong. I think it just feels so fascinating that the things that we consider to be our, like, the core aesthetic values are so different than the ones that they do.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
That's truly.
Truly, they can't even at their most like rudimentary level reduce us to like just body parts, and we're so capable of doing it for them.
Yeah, that's how we walk around.
Yep. And maybe that's just more speaks to our psychosis than theirs, but it feels so different than the game we're playing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the funny part about it is, right? Like, because I almost think when I think about it, it almost seems more fair that for women, maybe it wouldn't be 3 wholly physical traits, just for like how they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if we were women, we would just be like mouth, abs, meat. Like that.
If men were women, yeah.
Yeah, if it's just like, what do I look for? Mouth, abs, meat.
I don't even think I've ever heard a woman call it a mouth. They say lips.
Yeah, no, they don't.
Mouth.
Yeah, they don't have that animal in them the way that we do.
Damn.
I've 100% been like, damn, look at her mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I've said that about every part, like an animal. Because it's like, whatever. I don't know.
No, we use the whole buffalo in my house.
Yeah, look at her nose. I don't know. Figure something out. It's like, there's this comic I used to know. I don't remember his name, but he had a joke about how, like, he's talking about big titties. He's like, yeah, even if you're not into it, you're into it. It's like, you walk down the street and you see a 5-foot tall cheeseburger, you're still going to look at it. You know what I mean? You'll be like, I'm a vegetarian, but you're still like, damn, that's crazy.
Big ass cheeseburger.
Yeah, big ass cheeseburger. Oh, smell it.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, there are people, though, that it seems like they did get all 3. And I think there's more. I don't think the rarity is as rare as you're saying. I think that, like, because that's how there's a lot of hot people. It's not a commodity. You've never been in a social situation without a hot person. That's why there's always a hot person at your job or a hot person in a class that you took or whatever. There's always one.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I agree with that.
Really?
I think there's been a fair amount of social situations you can find yourself in where you're like, God damn, it's a collection of uggos.
Man, that's crazy. I don't feel that way. There's always one where you're like,
but I do think that's the beauty of hot being subjective, right? Is that like we are always scaling for ourselves. And sometimes what you're aspiring for is not in that room, but that does not mean beauty is not in that room. That's right. I don't want to be cruel to people and suggest that like there's just rooms of ugly people all collecting and looking at each other.
That's literally what you just said.
Yeah, but I'm trying to walk it back, David, and you're not helping. I'm trying to be responsible. I'm recognizing where someone would get angry at me. And I'm saying to myself, Langston, you could fix this. And then you go, shut up. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You can't be better. You can't be better than you were a moment ago. You got to be exactly who you were.
Fair. Listen, it's subjective. I mean, I think I have definitely also been in rooms where it's a bunch of ugly people, but I feel like for the most part, and because the way that shit works, it's so subjective that if we're all in this room, after a day, you are the hot person in this room.
No, it scales fast.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And it's like, and I think that's why it's not that important. Or that's why I've always never felt like it's
I guess
important.
that to me is maybe worth distinguishing is that I'm not speaking to being in rooms and who I would fuck. I'm speaking to being in rooms and whether people are objectively, in my opinion, but it's subjectively hot. And that's a different conversation.
Right. You've also spent a lot of time in New York and LA, which skews it. I have as well, which definitely skews it.
I just think at the end of the day, there are so many rooms I walk in and I'd be like, I'd fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's every room I walk in.
Yeah.
I never have walked in a room and been like,
It's been like 3, and it had to be all dudes and in a bad day for them fellas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you were teaching at a prison or something.
Yeah.
Even though I bet there's hot dudes in prison too.
Hot dudes where you're like, No, I see how somebody could find themselves in this. Yeah.
Yeah, your skin is clear. You're sleeping every night 8 hours.
Look at those arms and those eyes and
those shoulders.
And those shoulders.
And those gray prison sweats. Oh, man.
Hey, prisoner, do you have a Black American Express card?
You know what's crazy? Until the gray sweatpants movement, I was so close-minded. I never even thought about women seeking that out.
I never thought they could see it.
It never even crossed my mind that they would try.
No, I know.
And I like that they have that. Good for them. I think they
deserve to be nasty.
Yeah, we can be nasty.
I'm almost exclusively nasty in my head.
I keep it in my head though. Will never. I'm not yelling. I'm not even. I'm so cold. My eyebrows don't even move anymore.
I truly will never let you know the nasty things that I'm thinking about you, and that is my promise.
Yeah.
To you, the listeners, the people that see us live, if you come up to me and you looking good, it ain't coming up with us.
Nope, ever.
That's my promise to you.
And truly, I'm going to be honest with you. That's the best I can do.
Mm-hmm.
That's as good as it gets. That's as good as it gets.
I think we're crushing it.
I think we're pretty good. Yeah.
There's not going to be a single scandal.
No.
David Langston groped me after the show. Yeah, he was drinking and he kept talking to me too close. Nope.
I think I'm probably going to start doing that Keanu Reeves shit.
Oh, just hover.
Maybe. I just like, and this is not sexual, I like if you come up to take a picture, I do want to feel you and you to feel me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm never like squeezing arms or anything like that. You know what I mean?
No, I don't want that.
Do you hover? Are you doing the hover?
No, but I think I should.
You want to start hovering?
You know what I mean? Like it's not because I feel confident that you know what I mean? That like there's no one who could be like, we squeeze tight. And then suddenly we're having a different conversation.
Bro, I've been confident in like 3 hugs in my whole life. It always feels like it's like I don't think people understand. For some people who are weird, the bravery I have to go out, the bravery I have to exhibit to hug you when I didn't know if we could hug. Ugh, keeps me up at night.
It's a big ask for sure.
It's tough. I don't like it. I don't like greetings, really. I would rather we just fall into conversation.
Yeah.
I don't, because the greeting and the dismount are both like, oh man.
It sucks. I had
ways to drop it.
I had a writing session yesterday with some folks, very funny people, very talented people, and we had a great session and all laughed at a lot of funny things, and then afterwards said the most awkward goodbyes that humans could say to each other. And it's like, bro, we were just so intimate. We were just so close to one another, and now we don't know where to put our fucking hands as we like do these half hugs, and it sucks.
You know what it is? It's the intimacy the intimacy is not what scares me or bothers me. It's the ritual. The intimacy is fine. I can handle that. It's the ritual in the like, how's this supposed to open? Okay, I've met you 3 times. But sometimes it feels disrespectful to just shake a woman's hand like you would shake a man's hand.
Yeah, so you're like calling them ugly somehow by
it does feel that. Is that
your hand?
I'm glad. So that's not just me. You feel that way too.
It's not calling them ugly, but it's like calling them less. It's almost treating them less like women, and I think that feels reductive to like their beauty standards, to like what they represent in a way that I don't know how to undo.
That's you hit it on the head, bro. Because sometimes it'll be like, or if it's like a woman I've never met or like you've only met on the internet, that first one is like, I don't want to hug you because it does feel inappropriate, but something about just shaking your hand feels disrespectful, and I don't want to dap you up because that's not right.
Yeah. No.
So now I'm just like dreading the first 10 seconds of our meeting.
I really struggle first meets of women that and it's men too. I don't want this to just be women. dudes, it's a different kind of struggle, but certainly with women, it's like, I want to give a respectful distance to whatever this is, but I also don't want to make it seem as if you are not a very, beautiful woman.
I'm also not trying to other you because we're most likely in a situation where it's mostly men. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to make you feel even more alienated.
Yeah, where it's like, why did he immediately treat me like an outsider to a thing?
Yeah. Especially because he dapped up the dudes he knows. You know? We just got to either be all in or all out on touching is what
I think so, too.
It's just like...
So you heard it here first, folks. If you got a fat ass, let us grab it. Just off the first meet. You know you got that big old thing back there. You know we're looking.
Whether or not we said anything,
we're not going to address it, but go ahead and let us put a hand on it.
This next tour is going to go crazy. We'll actually only be going to Houston.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Weird little run for the boys.
Also, Baton Rouge. I don't understand. Oh, man.
All right.
Well,
you want to tell people where they can find you? Yeah.
Yeah. Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram. Patreon.com/David Borey. Buy my special. I got a lot of stuff going on over there. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to be in the Cincinnati area and then Chicago and most likely Minneapolis. That's coming at the end of February. I don't have this shit on me right now.
Hell yeah. You can find me at Langston Kerman on all social media platforms. You can watch my special. It's called Bad Poetry. It is on Netflix. You can see me live in February in Vancouver for JFL Vancouver. It's going to be very fun. I think I'm doing one night. And then you can also see me in March in Vermont. I'm going to be at the Vermont Comedy Club March 27th through the 29th, and it's going to be a great time. Everybody's going to laugh and have a nice time. And then after that, you can send us your own drops, your own conspiracy theories. You can tell us what kind of ass, titties, and face you're working with, all at mymommapod@gmail.com. And you can buy the merch. You can give us a call at 844-LIL-MOMS. You can donate to people in need. You can pray for their salvation. And most importantly, you can suck dick in the club. Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.
How did you get here? Bitch, I called the bus. Nobody supposed to be here. Well, bitch, I came to fuck.
Motherfucking mini episode. Mini episode. Motherfucking mini episode. Motherfucking mini episode. Mini episode. Motherfucking mini episode.